Hey, 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 what's up? Hey, it's 3:30 p.m. and I don't know. I'll talk about my emotions later in the video, but basically right now I just thought I need to get up and do something, so I'm gonna do that. Recording is like the only way I have hiccups. It's like the only way I can make myself get up and do stuff, because I always think like, well, if I record it, then I'm making a vlog, and I have to make it like a good, interesting vlog. But I don't really post them often. I don't like editing. And a lot of the time the videos are boring regardless. Like, I probably vlog every day, and I mean, at least for like months and months I've vlogged every day, and like I vlogged all this week, and even when I was like at the worst like depression or whatever, I was still vlogging every day, because it's how I can get myself to like get up and brush my teeth and like whatever. So I don't think I'm depressed now. It's just different from the past, when I was like really down in the dumps and like whatever. So I had my last appointment with my psychiatrist on July 22nd, and then my next one is on August 17th, and I think he's probably gonna switch my medication. We've already tried Lexapro and Prozac, but I don't know, I actually thought honestly that I was like cured, that I was all better, whatever. But just talking to him, he was like, yeah, I think we need to up your dose, and like, I don't know if Prozac is working for you. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But I mean, it is what it is, and like, if it helps me get better, then it does. So I was on 20 milligrams and now I'm on 40. I haven't actually picked up my medication yet, but I just take 2 of my old pills, and I have propranolol, which is for blood pressure. It's a blood pressure medication. It lowers your blood pressure, but I take it for anxiety. So like, its actual like purpose with anxiety is for when you have like panic attacks, anxiety attacks, whatever. Honestly, I didn't think that I got those, but when I was describing everything to my psychiatrist, when like I first went to him, I was like, yeah, if I don't follow compulsion or this, then I throw up, and I can't help it, I just throw up from the anxiety. And he told me that that's probably like a panic attack, anxiety attack type thing, and that I need to take the propranolol to help it, and it does help a lot actually. But I just take 10 milligrams of that. If you're taking it like actually for blood pressure, you're probably gonna need a lot more, especially because I know weight plays into it. And I mean, my dad takes propranolol. His pills are 100 milligrams and mine are 10, so he takes it for his blood pressure. I take it for anxiety, but I'm in the shower now, so here is my chopped outfit combo. Stride to prevent suicide. Yeah, I participated in that. Yeah. Okay, so I did my skincare and I put in my contacts. My glasses are ridiculously thick. Like, the lens goes past the frames on both sides. Okay, let's talk about what I did today. I well, starting yesterday, I worked yesterday until 2:30ish. I went home and I fell asleep almost immediately. I was asleep until 12 a.m. midnight, and I was awake until 3. I kind of just got on the computer, and then I ate cream of chicken soup. I went back to bed around 3, like I said. I woke up today at noon. Me and my mom went to Sonic. I got a junior double burger and a small fry and a 44 water with raspberry. And then I got home and I made myself a latte, just espresso and like pumpkin spice creamer and stuff, I don't know. Then I'm trying to think, and then I just laid in bed, and then I got on my phone and I started talking. So that's like all I've done. I kind of want to like get an ice cream cone or something, but I don't want to drive, and the ice cream shop is so far away, and my outfit is like really ugly, so I'm not gonna do that. But just know I want ice cream. And of course, the skincare I did was just Snail Mucin and moisturizer. I have 2 Snail Mucin products. My sister had this and she just didn't want it, and then I bought this on my own before she gave this to me. They're both just Snail Mucin. This is 95%, this is 96%, and this is obviously a lot larger bottle than this. I don't know, I'm happy that I have both. I don't really want to do my makeup, but I feel like I look chopped and busted. And, you know, I work at Sonic, so when I went there, I was looking like crazy insane. I had just woke up, and my hair was unbrushed. I just looked crazy, and I felt so embarrassed to be at my place of work looking like that, but like also I wasn't gonna get ready, and I knew that. But actually the girl that car hopped me didn't recognize me, so that's good, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of sad because tomorrow is Monday, and Mondays are kind of like my me days. Usually my sister has work. Ow. I like hit my desk with my hand. Usually my sister has work, my brother has work, my mom and dad both work, so it's just me alone at the house. That's when Genshin Impact weeklies reset, so I just get on Genshin and I do all the weekly stuff, and it's honestly like awesome and I love it. But I work tomorrow, so I work like 11 to 5 or something. I'm not totally sure, but I mean, it's whatever. I shaved my eyebrows a little bit ago. I was cleaning them up, I shaved around them, and now it's growing back in. I shaved it too thin. It's the arch of my brows growing back in, but I just want to shave it again so bad because it just makes the area around my brows look so messy. But I think I'm gonna pluck the under my eyelids, or my eyebrows. Okay, cleaned up my brows a little bit. One thing about me, regarding my mental health, I had really bad social anxiety up until probably my sophomore year of high school, and what changed was, I just decided that, you know, I hated myself and I just wanted to be different, so I decided to be different. Let me do my makeup while I'm talking, so I'm not just sitting here, because Lord knows I'm not making eye contact with the camera. So I was like, decided to change a lot, and how I did that was, I did exposure therapy essentially, that I just kind of made up as I went. I decided to force myself to start speaking to people, you know, start with asking the teacher a question and move on to asking my classmates something, or, you know, just things like that, until I just started, like, talking. And people did make fun of me, but they made fun of me before that too. So it kind of felt like a victory, because I was realizing that I just, like, wasn't letting everything take hold of me and control me in that way. But as I get older, I realize a lot of the stuff I did to kind of get rid of my social anxiety probably was, like, the beginnings of my OCD. So, like, for example, I would, like, really obsessively check how I did things, you know, how I walked or talked or my posture. And, like, it's, like, every couple seconds I would be like, oh, I have to make sure my posture is great. Oh, I have to make sure my feet are facing forward and not too much this way, not too much this way. Oh, I have to make sure, you know, that I'm talking like everyone else. You know, I have an accent, but not too much of an accent. I don't want to sound country. I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, from the Midwest or something. No, I want to sound like everyone else. And I know that sounds pretty intensive. Like, it sounds like I was, like, changing everything about myself, and I was, but I really don't mind it. I don't feel bad about it, because I didn't change anything regarding my personality or, like, who I was. I mostly just changed the things I didn't like about myself and the things that made me insecure. So I know a lot of people might kind of think that I was being really extreme if I, like, went into depth, but I don't know, it's just kind of how I began to like myself, I guess. Around that time, though, is when I started developing an eating disorder. I've always been pretty naturally thin, but I kind of feel like around that time I was, like, obsessing over eating healthy and being, like I had a lot of puffiness in my face, and I just thought I was so ugly, and I just wanted to lose that baby fat, and I just wanted to be snatched and not puffy, so I started eating only healthy foods and weighing myself and things like that. And I just didn't realize at the time how much the stuff I was doing was, like, not good for me. I feel like I kind of thought, like, I was doing things to better myself and not really realizing, like, how much pressure I was putting on myself. But the thing is, it worked, in that I'm not so insecure anymore, and I don't have this intense, crazy social anxiety anymore. What I didn't really realize, though, was that, you know, you never really get done improving yourself or being better. So that does kind of suck, because I feel like being so intensive and, like, crazy about it at the beginning kind of made it so that I feel like I'm not doing enough now to, like, better myself or just be who, like, I want to be. I do always make sure that I don't change parts of myself that are, like, personality or, like, my innate interests or whatever, you know. I really like the color brown, and if you recall, when you were, like, 6 in elementary school, everyone would always talk about how ugly the color brown was, and I would always say, oh yeah, I hate that, blah blah blah, even though I didn't. And just, like, I realized, like, you know, that's not really the way to go about that kind of stuff. The way to go about it is to just kind of be who you are. So I still play Genshin and talk about it and everything, even though it's kind of, like, lame or nerdy, and, you know, watch anime, whatever. I do all the things that I was bullied for in the past still today. But I do think that it's kind of difficult kind of having this mindset of like, maybe kind of a vain mindset, like I want people to think well of me, I don't want to be weird or ugly or whatever. So I think having that kind of mindset kind of makes it difficult to not change parts of yourself, especially when it comes to like micro trends and like all of that. Like, for example, I have a very specific way I like to dress and very specific style of clothes and colors and everything, but I really want to be like the girls I see on my For You page and stuff, where they're like so gorgeous and they're wearing like really trendy stuff. But I just know that that is not what I would like to wear. Or I love like Lolita fashion and Garu and you know, just J fashion in general. Like Visual K is like, I love it. But I also know that is not what I would like to wear. And also, if I were going to begin to join some kind of subculture like that, I really think I would want to go all in. But I know I never want to go all into any specific subculture. I just want to dress how I want to dress. And that's fine. I think it's just difficult to kind of maybe make peace with the fact that the things I like isn't what's trendy, and the things that are trendy just aren't ever going to like align with my own personal sense of style, which my own personal sense of style is very basic. So that's why I'm saying it's not going to align with the trends. It's not going to align with these micro trends or these alternative quote unquote fashion trends. But it's also just like not so basic that it's like the same as everyone else, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I also feel like I have a very like minimalist type of personality, and like I don't have like a lot of stuff, right? But again, that makes it kind of difficult for me to maybe keep up with the trends and stuff. And also I really prefer to kind of really think about it before I get anything new or try a new skincare routine or anything. So if I do decide to follow a trend, usually I'm gonna be pretty late to the trend. I don't know. So I think a lot about that, and like just how I'm not trendy and I don't keep up with like the popular stuff. But at the same time, I think it's kind of good for me that I don't, because as I've mentioned many times, I genuinely like I have OCD, and if I do something, I have to go all into it and like encompass it. So if I started being like so super involved with like the trends and stuff, then I think I really would have to like become that person that is like every trend. I follow all of them. And also, this isn't to hate, but well, this is to hate actually. Hold on. I was gonna say this isn't to hate, but it is actually. I really do not support fast fashion in any way, and that makes it difficult to get the kind of clothes that I like. I'm not gonna buy off of Shein or Temu or whatever. Like, I find that to be kind of disgusting, honestly. And I understand that some people can't afford clothes or whatever, and they're like, oh, Shein is like the only way to get the clothes I afford. But you see these girls with the $600 Shein hauls, and it's like, okay, like clearly you can afford good clothes. I have to find my hairbrush. Okay, but I was saying, obviously if you can afford a $600 Shein haul, then you can afford to get things from non-fast fashion places. And I think people who truly have to buy off Shein for whatever reason, my phone keeps like going dark. whoever has to buy off Shein for any reason, like, I don't think they'd be flaunting it, because I think people don't want to be wearing cheap clothes in general, unless you're just gonna wear it a couple times and then donate it to Goodwill. I do think it's fine to wear secondhand fast fashion, because obviously it's secondhand. You're not supporting that kind of thing by buying from Goodwill or whatever. But at the same time, I don't see why anyone would really want to, because fast fashion is cheap and not well made. So you're not going to have a nice, long-lasting piece. Also, I know it looks like my hair is so crazy matted. I promise I brush my hair, it just gets like that. Oh my god, I don't know why my phone screen keeps like going dark. But I don't know, I just feel like, you know, I understand though it is hard to get the kind of clothes you like, because a lot of the time I'll see something like so cute on Pinterest or whatever, and I'm like, I click on the link to like maybe try to buy it online, and it always goes to Shein or AliExpress or whatever else. It's just so disappointing. But I'm not gonna buy something that's just so low quality and so, you know, like immoral, basically. Not to hate on people that buy Shein, I mean, I am hating on you, but I'm just expressing my own opinion. No, I'm gonna go blow dry my hair. Alright, I only blow dried my bangs. That's what I usually do. Changed my outfit. I'm wearing this Twilight shirt and then like the same camo shorts and then black Converse. Hold on. It is a high of 100 degrees today and it's 106 in my car right now. Yikes. But just for you guys, I have the air turned low so you can hear me. I look so red. Oh my god. I look bright red. And that's not because of the blush. Remember, the blush is up here. It's not down here. It's because I'm probably sunburned, honestly, from work. I'm outside a lot and I wear a visor, so I have a shadow over my face until right here. I need to start wearing sunscreen to work. But I decided, you know, if I got all made up, I might as well look cute. And if I look cute, then what is stopping me from doing what I want to do, which is getting ice cream, specifically a Snowball from Cream and Sugar, which is the ice cream store. A Snowball is, I mean, I know they have it in a lot of different places, so I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's a snow cone with a scoop of ice cream in the middle. So usually what I like to get is a wedding cake flavored snow cone with a scoop of vanilla. Yum, 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 yum. And I'm also gonna stop by the pharmacy drive-through just so that I can get my prescription and my Prozac and my Propanolol and whatever, just because I don't know, I think it's kind of, I'm nervous to not have it. I just feel like I kind of like, even though I still have Prozac, I just feel like the longer I put it off, it's like, what if I never go get it? Like, what if I just never grab it? And I know that's not really like a possibility because obviously I'm thinking about it this much, but I guess that's kind of just like where anxiety takes you, is just like convincing yourself that you're gonna do things that you would never do. I do have a lot of intrusive thoughts a lot, which intrusive thoughts are not like, they're not innately connected to OCD. Like, everyone gets them sometimes, but I think every time I do anything, I get intrusive thoughts, and that is linked to OCD. It's just like constant, never-ending intrusive thoughts that cause so much distress, and you just have to fulfill a compulsion to get rid of them, you know, ruminate. I don't know. It's like because also something that really I didn't connect with was like outside compulsions. I have a few of them, but not a lot, and I just thought I really didn't meet the criteria for OCD. But what I didn't realize was thinking on its own can be a compulsion. Like, I have an intrusive thought that I'm attracted to, well, I don't really want to say that. Let's say I have an intrusive thought that I'm selfish and that I litter every day. I'm like, oh, I should litter right now. And I just have that intrusive thought that I should litter, or that I'm like, oh my god, what if I accidentally litter like every single day of my life and I don't realize? Or what if something fell out of my car and I accidentally littered? Whenever, you know, what you think about with OCD is you think to get rid of that intrusive thought, that obsession, that you're going to need to, like, you know, do a behavior. You're going to have to, like, turn your ring, or, you know, something with a doorknob, wash your hands, whatever. But actually, I can just obsessively thinking about that and obsessively, like, just looking back and running myself back through the day and, like, making sure I didn't litter, and, like, running myself back through maybe every day of this past week, just thinking, like, did I litter this day? Did I litter this day? Did I litter this day? Like, that is also a compulsion. That's rumination. And that's something that I have a lot more. And actually, women are a lot more likely to have that kind of OCD called pure O, which is purely obsession, rather than OCD with physical manifestations. But I do have both, so I wouldn't say I have pure O, because I have contamination and health OCD as well, and that really, like, I have a lot of physical compulsions when it comes to those. So I don't know, but I'm going to the pharmacy now, and then you will see me with some ice cream. Alright, so it's now 5 o'clock. I'm sorry, I know, I'm gonna try to talk louder so you can't hear the AC in the background, I know. Something I thought was really interesting, so this is my Prozac, it's like full. These are big tablets. My other ones are not this big, but whatever. Probably because they have more in them. The Conway pharmacy uses this bottle for the propranolol, and the Cersei one uses this one. I know I just doxed myself. I don't care. I really don't care. So I think that's pretty interesting. Like, they use different things. So this one actually was a 30 count of propranolol, so I've kind of been saving it. I have, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 left, and I was rationing it like wild, which also I had some left over from the time previous to this that I was prescribed it. But the last time I saw my psychiatrist was about 3 months ago, prior to the 22nd of July, and so that was a while. Now I have more, because I just told him, I was like, look, I really need more propranolol. I feel like I'm gonna throw up a lot. I have my compulsions, and I'm trying to do, like, exposure therapy on my own. I do not want to see a psychiatrist ever. I'm sorry, or a therapist, I don't want to see a therapist. I don't like the idea of therapy. So I just try to take care of it myself. I'm like, okay, let me just, like, not give into a compulsion this time. But if I don't give into a compulsion one time, then afterwards, it doesn't matter if I make up for it. Like, I still get so nauseous and I feel like I'm gonna throw up, so I still have to take the propranolol to, like, deal with it, because I try so hard to not give into these compulsions. Also, just, like, before work, a lot of the time I get so sick, and this has happened since I started working when I was 16. I get, like, nauseous and sick, and I, like, literally dry heave over the toilet because I get so, like, anxious about going to work. No matter how long I have worked at a place, that happens. But I'm going to get ice cream now. I'm so excited. So I will see y'all back in the car. here it is. Instead of getting the wedding cake snowball like I usually do, I got the Spider-Man. I actually used to get the Spider-Man snow cone every single day after school. I would come up here and get Spider-Man flavored snow cone because I love Spider-Man. And it's just tiger's blood and blue coconut flavor. Yum. So here it is. This is a small, but it is mostly shaved ice. A kid's is like this big. I don't know. I figured for a snowball, you probably want a little bit more room in there. I don't know. I love it. And now I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to go to Five Below. Maybe I want to go to TJ Maxx. I actually don't want to go to TJ Maxx. Maybe I just want to go to Five Below. Or maybe I want to go to Walmart because I have been seriously craving walking tacos, which I'm sorry if I'm making you guys feel like you're stupid, but walking tacos are like, you get like a bag of chips, just a small one, you take the top off, and then you load it up like you would a taco or nachos or whatever. So, you know, for me, I would probably just put in like, you know, the chips. I'd probably get the purple Doritos, and then I would get the taco season ground beef, cheese, a little bit of sour cream, maybe some hot sauce, and that's probably about it. Maybe pico if I was like really feeling adventurous, but to be honest, I really don't like a lot of like vegetables. Like, I don't like bell peppers, I don't like tomatoes, I don't like lettuce, I don't like shredded lettuce. So I don't know, just all that stuff, like I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. Also, I was thinking on my drive over here that maybe I want to make like a list, like write down all the things that make me afraid or all the things that I'm like anxious about or have OCD thoughts about. I think that might benefit me to have it all laid out in front of me. I mentioned when I was a sophomore and I like hated myself. That's what I did to fix myself. I wrote down everything I hated about myself. I looked at it and I thought, is this something that's like essential to who I am as a person? And if it wasn't, then I changed it. And by essential, I just mean like, was that a part of my personality? So like, something I didn't like about myself was that I really only watched anime. And I was getting crazy bullied for it. And it sucked. So I was like, I hate about myself, I watch anime. But I looked, you know, as I was going down the list, I looked at watches anime and I was like, no, that's a part of my personality. That's something that I enjoy doing and I shouldn't change that just because other people don't like that about me. I should only change the things that I don't like about myself purely based off of my own thoughts about myself, you know? So I did change the way I walked and my posture, but that's because I didn't like that stuff about myself, and there was no other really rhyme or reason to it. Like, people never made fun of the way I walked or made comments about me having bad posture. I've always had fairly good posture, but like, I don't know, it's just a thing. I think I'm gonna drive to Five Below now and enjoy my snowball ice cream. So, alright, so I did get to the ice cream part in my, well, hold on. The ice cream part in my snow cone. It's so good. Here's what I got from Five Below. I got this pen that looks like a piece of toast. Looks like a piece of toast, super cute. I think it's cute. And then I got this Funko Pop, little mini Funko Pop thing. I don't know if it's Sanji or if it's just what it says on here, but I love him and I love everyone else. It's Nami, Zoro, Luffy, or Sanji, so. Okay, if I didn't, okay, I just love all of them. I love Luffy, I love Sanji, I love Nami, and that's who I got. I got Sanji. So freaking cute. It's like a snow globe. I think it's adorable. I love Sanji. I'm sorry, I do.
I think a lot of people don't like him, and I understand why, because of his behavior towards women is like so weird. But also, like, he is a fictional character. It's not like he's doing that. It's like the authors having him do that. And the other things, the other parts of his character other than that make me so much like I like those parts and not the parts where he's being like weird and creepy. I am home. It's just me here, so I won't be whispering quite as much. I don't know if you guys notice the difference in my voice, especially when I'm in the car. I think I talk really loudly, but when nobody else is home, I feel like I can just talk easier because I'm not scared of anyone hearing me. Not to sound, I don't know, like, especially when I'm talking about like OCD and stuff, it's just like I don't want people in my family to hear and kind of get the wrong idea or kind of think that I'm like, I don't know, struggling or whatever. It's kind of just embarrassing, and like the people in my family don't really believe in mental health that much, so it doesn't make a whole lot of difference whether they know or don't know. Okay, put this here. Got my water from earlier, and my phone's about to die, so got my charger. I'm about to play Genshin. So I haven't actually got on at all today. I was going to earlier, but then my mom was in here and I just didn't want to play. Like, my family kind of makes fun of me a little bit. It's all in good fun and everything, but I kind of don't want to play Genshin around them. So I'm gonna get on for the first time today, you know, do whatever, and then we'll see where the day takes us. It is 7 p.m. I'm done on the computer. I don't know. I'm not really enjoying anything anymore. Like, not to sound like sad or anything, I just don't really like any of my hobbies. I don't want to do any of them. I'm just not feeling it. So, oh well. But I do want to keep on Genshin because it's just something I've put a lot of time and effort into, and I know whenever I do start liking my hobbies again, I will like be really into Genshin because I always am. My parents just got home. Okay, so I'm on my sister's iPad right now, and I was trying to play Genshin, but like on my friend's account, so that I could like build her characters for her, because she like asked me to, because she doesn't know how to build her characters. I got the password wrong too many times and froze her accounts for an hour, so sorry, Allie. I'm sorry. But now I don't know. I guess I'll try to find a game to play on here. I don't want to just sit around and be on TikTok. That's what I don't want. I'll let you know when I find a game. Also, earlier, that was my dinner, so it was salmon and a croissant and spinach dip and broccoli cheese casserole, and then some tortilla chips for the spinach dip. So, I mean, it was good. Honestly, the salmon sucked really bad, but now I have like a crazy stomach ache. Okay, I just did my nightly skincare. I was doing one of those color by numbers on my sister's iPad with her Apple Pencil. I did my snow mucin, I did my lotion, I put some Vaseline on my lips, and I massaged my face. So, that's all good. And now, I think I'm gonna put on a face mask. So, I have this Medicube face mask, and I enjoy it a lot. That'll put on, it's 9 p.m. right now. I made a video and I was talking, but I wasn't making any sense, so I deleted that clip. And then I actually made a second video and I was talking
But I was just like, I don't know, like I was just saying a whole bunch of nonsense and it just really wasn't like matching with the rest of this video. Like it was like a completely different kind of topic than the rest of this video, because I want to make a video about glowing up or whatever, but this is not that video. So I was talking about it and then I was like, oh wait, like actually let me like calm down a little bit and also maybe write a script for once. I don't script my videos. I mean, obviously they're mostly just vlogs, but sometimes I want to make a video about like an actual topic, like just sit down and talk about it. But I literally have never in my life written a single script, so I'm not very good at it. I actually tried one day to do that kind of video and I got so bored writing the script, I just stopped writing it and just started talking. But then as I was talking, I kept like, I wouldn't be able to think about the right words to say, so then I'd have to stop the video and like write a little bit more of the script and then keep going again. Like it just didn't work out for me. But I think that's because it was like a really nuanced topic I was trying to talk about, so it just didn't really work out like that. Okay, face mask on. This is one of those face masks that it like dries and like you peel it off. I love it. I love it. I just adore it. So now I'll put on this deodorant before I go to bed, which also, I don't think I showed it, but I did put on deodorant earlier, and I use the same perfume every day. The Carolina Herrera Good Girl Absolute Jasmine scent. And usually when I say that, when people ask me what perfume I wear, they go, what? I said what I said. So anyway, I'm going to bed now. I don't know how long this video actually will be, but before editing it, it's 53 minutes long. Hey, I don't know, I just had a lot to talk about today, but bye.